90-Day Fiancé's Ilesanmi shows off weight loss from fitness journey after Deem split. 90-Day Fiancé alum Ilesanmi showed off his weight loss progress after his dramatic split from Deem, documenting his fitness journey in lighthearted videos. Time to lock in, the TLC personality, 37, wrote in the caption of a TikTok clip shared on Tuesday, April 22, showing him running alongside his video team on the street. The video was juxtaposed to another shared by fitness influencer and online coach Ashton Call, displaying his rigorous fitness regimen. Michael ended his clip on a satirical note, showing himself out of breath while a friend showed up with a tasty meal from Whataburger including French fries and a big beverage. "It's so funny how he's bringing this kind of comedy to the US, one person wrote in the comments. "One thing about Michael, he won't stress himself. Simple man," another replied. Fans have been enjoying his fun content, which has also been shared on his Instagram page with his 213,000 followers. Trying to impress a girl you met at gym, Michael captioned a previous video shared via TikTok, showing him lifting weights and working on his biceps at the gym, to which one person responded, "No cap. Your skits are funny." Michael moved to America in December 2023 after his visa was approved, and has been sharing life updates since he and Angela, 59, called it quits, also expanding on his social media presence. As In Touch previously reported, Angela filed for an annulment from Michael in June 2024, but the process is still ongoing and not yet finalized. Months before the annulment, Angela revealed on February 26, 2024, that Michael had been missing since the 23rd and that police were involved in a YouTube live video. "Michael left everything here. I know that there's people probably think, oh, maybe he just left. But like, nothing, not any ID, nothing to show his name on it, no clothing, not a toothbrush," she said at the time. 0.00. No wallet, nothing. Clothes on his back is what he left with on Friday. Fortunately, he was located 3 days later. Michael is safe. There's the good news, 90-Day Fiancé blogger John Yates, who was joined by Angela, said in a YouTube live video. John said that Michael had contacted police via a burner phone and verified his identity the same day that Angela had announced his disappearance. Authorities told Angela that Michael was in fear of his life and didn't want to share his location with her. "When trust is broken, sorry means nothing," Angela later posted to her Instagram story. The couple was first introduced to fans on Season 2 of TLC's 90-Day Fiancé, Before the 90 Days. Angela and Michael initially bonded via social media in 2018 and documented their first in-person meeting on the show, along with their peaks and pitfalls, including Michael's heartbreaking K-1 visa denial along the way and their on-again, off-again relationship dynamic. The now exes and former Last Resort stars filmed their American traditional wedding ceremony and reception, which took place in Nigeria, for Season 5 of 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. Prior to their split, Michael Ilesanmi never imagined that heartbreak could be measured in pounds lost, miles clocked, and the gratifying ache of muscles rediscovered. When the long-simmering tension between him and Angela Deem boiled over, their transatlantic love story finally cracked apart like an overripe plantain. In the raw hush that followed, no FaceTime pings, no urgent "baby, listen." Michael felt a cavernous silence where Angela's tornado of energy used to rage. It was terrifying. Also the first true stillness he'd heard in years. He woke the next morning in Lagos to a sky the color of freshly laundered sheets, so bright it felt symbolic. A voice that sounded suspiciously like his late Uncle Tund whispered, "Move your body, boy." Without thinking, Michael dragged on an old Super Eagles jersey, laced the sneakers he'd bought for a honeymoon that never came, and stepped into the humid dawn. He started with a walk, but the walk became a shuffle, the shuffle became a jog, and the jog turned, by sheer stubbornness, into a run along the curve of Third Mainland Bridge. Cars honked encouragement, or maybe annoyance, but the city felt conspiratorial, urging him forward. Each footfall hammered out a mantra, not defined by drama. Not defined by doubt. When the ache in his lungs finally overpowered the ache in his heart, Michael slowed, hands on knees, sweat raining onto the concrete. He laughed, a short, stunned bark, realizing that, for the first time in ages, the only person yelling at him was himself, and he rather liked his own tone. Week 1, Fuel over Feuds. Michael cleaned out the kitchen cupboard like a scorned lover clearing drawers, sachets of instant noodles, half-eaten chin-chin, and the emergency stash of Angela's favorite candy that he kept just in case were tossed. In their place, plant-based protein powder, bags of ofada rice, piles of emerald green uga leaves, and a rainbow of peppers so bright they looked photoshopped. He learned to negotiate with his cravings, treating them like brash market vendors. I see you, suya, but I'll meet you halfway, lean beef, less oil, double the onions. He posted plated meals on Instagram, each caption a tiny declaration of independence. Within days, DMs flood in, cousins cheering him on, old schoolmates offering workout tips, and half of Nigeria insisting he audition for the next season of Golder Ultimate Search. Michael responded to every message. Community, he discovered, is the best pre-workout. Week 2, Sweat Therapy. The gym near Yaba smelled like iron and redemption. Michael arrived shy, but the moment he benched his own body weight, the trainer, Big Z, a wall of a man with a grin to match, clapped him on the back so hard it felt like a christening. Heartbreak sets fire, lifting weights is how you forge steel, Big Z proclaimed. Michael repeated the line silently between reps, shaping it into mental armor. He pushed through circuits until his t-shirt darkened with effort, until the mirror showed deltoids surfacing like islands through a shrinking sea. At night he stretched on the rooftop, the city's neon blinking below like cosmic Morse code. He breathed through positions he'd once thought indulgent, downward dog, pigeon pose, realizing flexibility was its own rebellion against rigidity. With each slow exhale he released another sliver of resentment, another echo of Angela's accusations. Muscles loosened, memories untangled. Week 3, the scale tips. One morning the scale blinked up at him, 10 kilograms gone. A rude number, almost disrespectful in its brevity, considering the sweat invested. Yet Michael felt absurdly light, as if the universe had quietly unscrewed a weight from his chest while he slept. He celebrated with a victory lap through Balagan Market, weaving past bales of Ankara fabric and tables of sparkling jewelry he could finally observe without mentally hearing Angela's "that's tacky." He bought nothing, mindful spending had joined mindful eating, but he sampled every aroma, every laugh, like a tourist in his own reborn life. On the walk home he stopped at a barber shop and asked for a transformation cut. The barber delivered a fade so sharp it